Did you know? The saws in sawsbuck stands for summer, autumn, winter, and spring. Hello YouTube, this is Chriz Maniac, your friendly neighborhood maniac, bringing you folks another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. And this battle is against Red, and he is a very good NU battler. He specializes in NU, and this guy beats me most of the time. If I would put this in percentages, he would beat me like 60% of the time in NU. He's that good. Anyways folks, check out his channel. He actually started uploading recently, and he does pretty good narrations. So looking at my team, I have my really standard NU team right here. I have my Fire, Water, Grass core going on, and that's a very good defensive core. So if you folks are looking for a starting point to build your team, start from that. And I have my two Ghosts and my sawsbuck, and sawsbuck is my MVP for this match. It really is like, it really brought me back from the depths of despair and doom and death. And you'll see what happens in this battle. Anyways, I lead off my Crayley just to set up rocks, and he leads off with his Muck. And right here, I switched out because I was thinking he might go for a power-up punch, because Mucks carry that nowadays for some reason. But he just goes for a poison jab, just thinking to do damage on my Crayley. And I switch into my Golurk, doesn't do much damage to me, but he gets the lucky poison hacks, which really sucks because my Golurk is a wall, and chip damage like this is something that Golurk doesn't appreciate at all. So I'm like, damn, this battle already started badly for me. Anyways, he really draws Sup because he's scared an Earthquake, and then comes Torterra because Torterra could take an Earthquake with his Grass type typing, it would resist that. But I just go for Stealth Rocks right away, and I have two Stealth Rockers in Steam for some weird reason. I don't know, I guess that was a coincidence, but that's bad. You should only have one Stealth Rocker in each of your teams because it's a waste of a move slot, unless you're really adamant about setting up rocks and your team is dedicated to like forcing your opponent to switch out and thus racking up rocks damage and hazards damage. Anyways, right here is something very scary that happens. His Torterra goes for a rock polish. I'm like, oh, you're not one of those defensive Torterras that I see all the time. And Vibe gets absolutely wrecked, my Haunter, and I've already lost my Vibe for this match because this really caught me off guard. I have to stack up a whole bunch of Pokemon into this thing. I bring in my War Turtle thinking I might be able to survive Wood Hammer, but yeah, he just gets a crit on me. I could have survived one, but that wouldn't have mattered anyways because a Toxic on this Torterra, which I was gonna go for, wouldn't do much. Well, I guess it would because I could stall it out with my Cradley. But that's what I was planning to do. I calced that, and that would have done like 70% to me. But I still got Toxic off of my Cradley, but not without my War Turtle going down, and with my Cradley at like 60% health. And this Torterra is just ripping through my team right now. Good thing Furcho is here to save the day. Just stall out Pokemon like this that are extremely strong. And he's forced to switch out right here because he doesn't want to get stalled out by my Cradley. He knows that my Cradley has recovered. He doesn't want to stay in against that. Anyways, it comes Sup, his Muck. And right here, he gets rocks damage. I go for the recover, just getting my health back, just trying to stall out his Torterra in case he wants to stay in, but he switches out like a really smart NU battler that he is. And I bring Petrol right here, expecting his poison type move once again, or his power-up punch. So he goes for a poison jab right here, and it does like very little damage to me because I'm a defensive wall, I have leftovers, and I resist that attack. And Golurks are really tanky looking guys. Like if this Pokemon was in the competition for which Pokemon was the most tankiest looking, Golurk would be at the top, along with Aggron and Blastoise, because they look really tanky. I don't know why, they look like robots for some reason. Anyways, I predict Red's Executor will come in, and I do not that much damage to it, and that was kind of disappointing. My Golurk has pretty high investment in attack, and this Executor took only that much from an Ice Punch, which is super effective, and it just ate the Citrus Berry and got all its HP back. And this guy probably has Harvest, and he would get all, he would just get his Citrus Berry back, so that was useless endeavor right there, and that's kind of discouraging. So Red has the pace of this match. I am always one step behind him, and he's out-predicting me like insane. But right here, I get a little nice victory with my predicting his Giga Drain, and my Sawsbuck gets a welcome boost in the form of Sap Sipper, and I'm at +1 attack now, and the next thing that comes in will get wrecked, and this Rotom is the unfortunate recipient of a double-edged max attack, life orb boosted, +1. Yeah, there's no way you're surviving that. And March is my MVP for this match, as I said before, and March will go on some spring cleaning, but not just now, later on in the match, because this Rapidash is naturally faster than me. It has 105 base speed, I have only 95 base speed. And yeah, I get out of there in case he outspeeds me. I bring Vayne expecting his like fire type move, Flare Blitz, and he does go for Flare Blitz, as great, and this guy is probably choiced in some way, but I was thinking that, but it appears like he's not, and I get hit by a wild charge, and that hits me really hard. At least he loses HP though, and I can just stall him out with Wish and Protect, and he would just constantly wear himself down, so this is not a welcome situation for Red to go under right now. And he is forced to switch out right here because he doesn't want to keep hitting this wall that would continually resist his attacks. Anyways, in comes Red's other very, very, very scary Pokemon, which is his Fracture. And I'm like, damn, this Fracture is gonna put a fracture on my team because it is gonna Dragon Dance and potentially like sweep me. And I'm like, damn it, I am basically finished right here because I have nothing to stop this thing. I have no Pokemon to out-Oko it, and nothing to outspeed it. No Pokemon to take its attacks after it gets like a +2 or something. And I have a Flareon right here, just wishing and just asking that thing to kill it. But I switch out right here. I bring in Petra, and I'm hoping to live one sort of move from this thing. He goes for a Dragon Dance, and I'm at full health, so I could potentially live Outrage or Dragon Claw if it chooses to go for that, because I'm a defensive wall. So I am hoping to live that and retaliate back with an Ice Punch, potentially knocking it out. So I'm poisoned though, so that kind of sucks. It lowers my chances of survival. And he goes for the Outrage right here, the strongest Dragon type move, and it just brings Petra down. So damn it, there goes my physical wall. I have another physical wall in the form of Travercho, and he is a bit more tanky than Golurk, but still, this Fracture, it is unstoppable, undefeatable. I have to rely on Confuse hacks right now to get me back in this game. So I go for the thing that I go for when I am desperate, when I need to destroy a Pokemon that could potentially suit me. So I go for Toxic on this Fracture, just trying to stall it out, hoping it will confuse this turn so I can get a Recover off, and I could just weasel my way out of this Fracture and hope to not get swept by this thing, because if it gets past my Crilly, then I am swept, I am done for. And if it breaks through its Confusion, I am done for also. So I really need hacks at this point to get past this Fracture. It would destroy me, and all my Pokemon too. So I'm still confused right here. I'm like, please get confused, and it does get confused. So I was very lucky right here. If he got past my Crilly, I would have been finished in this game. Red would have won outright, but I got the lucky side of the hacks, and I'm grateful for that. That's all part of the Pokemon game. And as soon as Rapido, I'm like, okay, what can this thing do to me? It could Flare Blitz me, but it won't really do much. He goes for a Wild Charge, predicting my switch, predicting my Flareon to come back in, but I'm not going to come back in with my Flareon. I have my Crilly right here, which would take a Flare Blitz and a Wild Charge. So I'm just comfortable with staying in, just taking my sweet, sweet time recovering, and this horse can't do a thing to me. Anyways, I switch out right here, and I go right into Vayne, predicting his Flare Blitz now. And he does go for the Flare Blitz, so I'm at a +1 with my Fire type moves if I choose to go for Fire Fang. But now I switch out, predicting him to go for the Wild Charge, and I'm just asking him to attack me so that he could just wear himself down and knock himself out with Life Orb. And he does go for a Wild Charge just as I predicted, so I out-predicted his Rapidash right there, and down goes his Rapidash. So this is awesome. I'm clawing my way back slowly, because it used to be like 5 to 3, but now I am like 3 to 3 with Red at this point. So I still have a chance, but a big threat in this team are his Executor and his Muck. His Muck could come in and just hit me really hard with his moves, and I can't really do much to it with my Crilly. It would knock out my Flareon really fast, as you can see right here. It just Poison Jabs me and absolutely annihilates my Flareon. And this leads me to think that he's like a choice into Poison Jab. And I could bring a March and hope to knock it out, but that thing's bulky, and it could possibly live Double Edge with Life Orb. However, Red chooses to switch out right here, and this should have told me that his Muck couldn't live a Double Edge, but at that time I was like, no, there's no way that I can knock it out with a Double Edge, because Mucks are bulky. But yeah, Torterra gets taken out by one double edge, so I'm like, whoa, sawsbuck, you're stronger than I thought. I'm so proud of you. At this point, Red is forced to stack up Pokemon so that my sawsbuck could go down to recoil, go down to Life Orb, and he could still win with his Muck. But right here, I don't go for double edge, I go for Mega Horn, and this would save me HP, because if I went for double edge right there, I would have lost all my HP, and I would have gone down to recoil. And in comes Suck, his Muck, his last Pokemon, and I'm like, okay, this thing could probably survive a double edge, and my Crayley couldn't do a thing to it. But I take it down with double edge, so I'm like, what? Could Sawsbuck be that strong? But I guess double edge is a stab move, and it's boosted by Life Orb, and I have max attack on March, which was boring on March, obviously. So I went on a spring cleaning spree with my Sawsbuck right there, and Sawsbuck is an unexpectedly strong Pokemon. It's one of those Pokemon that are underrated, but it could be used very well if used correctly. Anyways, folks, that was a battle against Red. Check out his channel down below. He uploads Pokemon battles too. And I hope you folks enjoyed this battle. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you did. And I'll see you folks next time!